1:41 in the afternoon, West Coast time. Is the 31st of March 2024. It is Easter Sunday. We are John C. of Rosamond, California. To Jesse Dollemore. Regarding that video you did this morning, Trump worships being prophet, issues warning. The questioning him is the same as questioning God. And you, unfortunately, are falling right into their trap left and right. You used to be a God-fearing man, now you're a God-mocking man. You can't be an atheist or an agnostic. You're falling in between. It's bad enough when I remember falling in between that way and then realizing how screwed up I am because I was without faith. But you, man, you go after these grifters and laugh in their faces left and right because they're grifting at people, and you want to make yourself and your damn ego that much more moral and challenging. A walking, talking hypocrite you should just call yourself. But you used to believe in God, now you can't even put your faith and trust in Him. One thing I don't do is mock anybody's faith or belief. Even if they are grifting, I know. We call them a nest of vipers. Even Christ had problems with people in a temple on Sunday, hawking wares for their own pleasure, insulting the living crap of God on that one. But beyond that, and he really didn't like the lack of respect that they showed for the temple in the day. Any other day, maybe. But on the day that was supposed to be kept holy and Sabbath, you get a kick out of all of this, Jess. You get a kick out of showing these things, and to you it pleases you, and I don't know what's worse. I really don't know what's worse. The people that you're showing, or the side that you are showing to people, trying to show their side. I know I'm a full of an idiot, and at the time I could be a hypocrite as well. I've tossed a hell of a lot of verbal boomerangs out that are still trying to. I'm still waiting for them to jump back and hit me upside the head on this one. So when I left that little voicemail message for you, I hope that was a calling card. I hope that reminded you of some of the stuff that you keep tossing out. Eventually, one of those boomerangs you're tossing out is going to hit you upside the head. Verbally. But you'll shake it off because you think you're immune to it. There's going to be a lot of nut jobs out there who are going to be gunning for you if you're not already dealing with that, and so you'll laugh about it. You'll laugh at them because you think it's all funny. It's all fun and games. These guys are nut jobs. Religious nut jobs are fanatical. Have you forgotten some of the fanatics we've been dealing with these days in our lifetime? You've probably seen on the news. Did you laugh at them too? David Koresh was one of those nut jobs out in Waco. He convinced a lot of people to use guns and arms. And what happened to this schmuck? Because of some of the stuff he'd been getting himself involved with, attracted the attention of the federal government. It didn't work too well, did it? Jim Jones was another lunatic about a decade or two earlier than that. Remember what happened to him? Gathered a bunch of people, took them out of the country into another continent, convinced them to commit suicide with him along with it. But before they did that, they were killing off people who were trying to get information out of them. Killed off a congressman or two. And AIDS. Very few survivors. See, I keep that stuff in the back of my head. Not to mention all the lone wolves out there, and in the representation of January 6th, You get enough people excited about these nut jobs out there, you entice the crap out of them by showing them, look how much fools and idiots you are. I know we need to give them the exposure necessary to show the rest of the world how dangerous they are. You don't underestimate either. And one entity you don't underestimate is God. And here it comes to that point. Either you're making a joke or you're making a solid statement that you wish God was judgmental like that. He had been. You just keep forgetting your history left and right. Give us free will, we'll do it ourselves. We'll do it to ourselves on a constant basis. Oh, I'm sorry, a Marine should have remembered this shit, right? Or are you that out of touch with reality? I mean, you had served a cause at one time. You had put on the uniform. You had sworn an oath to a constitution of a country that you were born in. And you understand some of the principles when you took your history classes of why we have separation of church and state. But it also you had to take other history courses to understand your country's history more and put it into perspective. Apparently, you lost touch of that one, didn't you? You did. You don't give these guys that much room to maneuver. And the one ally you definitely don't want to do is the boss man upstairs. Now, I don't know what it is between you and God on that one. That's between you and him to reconcile in this one. But if he was a judgmental God still to this day, we're all in deep guano. We're all not worthy to be his kids. We're all not worthy to be whatever kind of images. Because we're already doing our own image therapy on ourselves, aren't we? We think we're better. We think we're this. We think we're that. We've got to keep remembering our place in the universe, pal. Humility and humbleness. Well, sure as hell you don't know that one, do you? There are some things in life that are more important than some other charismatic populist idiot with a pulpit and thinks he's telling people left and right what you should do. I tend to put my back behind these assholes and said, God, it's your call, not mine. But then again, I'll be gathering more followers at this point. Give me 1 second here. I wonder how a lunatic preacher can deal with a guy and a dog. A dog who's having more health issues than the owner does. That dog is my life and my world that I deal with on a constant basis. And she means more to me than a guy saying that you can't question God. Well, I question God. I ask for clarification. I ask for patience, love, and tolerance in some of these days. But I'm asking him to forgive this fool and idiot all the time. Because I do put my faith and trust in him. And even I have to question him, I question. Because I need information. Instead that I'm challenging God, is I question him. And these other idiots want it absolute. You know, they can be absolute if they want to. They're just not going to affect me at this point. They'll make all the damn laws they want. They'll make all the hooplas and think they got out of total control. And then when all hell breaks loose, and we get all accounted for, I hope I'm going to be one of those people who are going to be standing up, waiting to be counted. And then put my faith and trust in him. And just say, well, if I'm going to be a black sheep, I'm going to be black sheep among the other sheep. But I ain't going to be a goat. I'm not going to be following any false prophets at this point over here. No, we're going to be giving them advertisements either. It's an ego trip, and I'm not feeding anybody's ego. But unfortunately, I'm questioning mine right now as I talk to you about these kind of things. Because you got one of the biggest egos out there. You think it's all a frickin' joke? Humility and humbleness. That's the God shock. Once it hits, it hits. Mine have been infrequent. I have to be reminded. I'm not the one in charge of my life, but I live my life as best as I can. And I don't allow other pastors or anybody else to tell me that they are like this person or that person. The only thing they ought to be is just human. And if they can't admit to that, then I know we're fools and idiots. I already know I'm one. But that means I like people following me, and I don't. But I got followers on my channel. And some of them actually like the stuff I talk about. I have no clue why. I'm not a chick magnet. I'm not a guy magnet. I'm not a magnet, period. But I got people liking me for some damn reason. I don't get it. And I'm not trying to feed off the damn thing either, or trying to build my own damn ego or street creds. Screw that noise. I'm taking care of the things I need to take care of. Let these other assholes be what they want to be. You know, let them be dirtbags and stuff like that and telling that they're the most important thing around here in the universe. I'll say, okay, fine. According to your head and your ego. You'll probably tell me, well, how dare you think this way? Well, because it is that way. You don't like it? Tough shit. But who do you think you are? Me. You want to see what's the most important thing right now in my universe? Besides the clouds shutting up my damn line. Come here, mama. I'm here. I'll take you in a minute. This is my universe. You see this, Jess? She's an old dog, 19, 20 years old, suffering through dementia, sometimes acting as a kid and scared to death dog. Other times a tired puppy. Schwiener. She's my mama's. She don't like anybody these days. She growls at people left and right she don't like. She feels safer at home than anything else. And right now, since I got kids outside, she don't like anybody out there, let alone kids. So she can't deal with them. This is my universe that I have to deal with. My world. No pastor, no preaching of God or people trying to be Samson. They've forgotten the damn story, haven't they? Shit. Easy does it, baby. I know. I hear him. You're all right, Mama. Mama. You're okay, honey. I know. You can go back in the bedroom, okay? You're safe, baby. You're safe, honey. Yeah, you are. Hey, you okay? Not so much, huh? All right. And thank you for getting my glasses. Thank you for getting my glasses, Doherty. Let's go on. Go on. And I get these damn things washed off. That's my world. I thank God that my mama is in my life right now because she's the only stabilizing factor. Jess, have you ever watched my videos before? You know it's nearly the same damn camera angle, and you notice that on a constant basis. Maybe your wife would recognize it because you sure as hell don't. What things we do to memorialize those we've lost. That's also what matters to me mostly. Not to mention going to college. 58-year-old going back to college. That's another thing in my life. See, I don't need somebody telling me what the Bible is going to say about this, what the Bible is going to say, what I should think about this, what I should think about that. I'm thinking about taking care of her on a constant basis at this point over here, and I had to take time off from college just to do that. It's going to kick my ass when it's her time to go upstairs. It's bad enough dealing with them already. 11 years. I've lost a favorite, another favorite pet. I've lost a surrogate mother and best friend. It still hurts like hell. My mother was back in 2013. My big brother was back in 2018. And each year it gets harder and harder to deal with. I'm getting older and older. And I realize what death is all about. Change. And it's scary and heartbreaking because I've been going through it too damn much in my lifetime. Jess, you ever been through death before? I'm serious. You ever been through death? 4 years old in a heart operation. No control. Mitral valve's leaking, so one gets sewed up, one gets patched up, and the other one, well, left leaking until about age of 30 when it was just took its sweet time to get healed. So I had to take it easy on myself in those days. Really had to. I've been through death. I don't like death. Death sucks. But it all waits for us anyway. So I'm not in a hurry to die. I like living, I like breathing. And I hear people's mouthing off left and right thinking that they know better about death and everything else. Well, I hate to tell them that, but it really is a bunch of malarkey that they put other people through. It is. And how do I feel about it? I've done a lot of videos about politics, about everything else. It's not an advertisement for my channel. This is basically an explanation of what the hell I'm going through. I need to put these things through the soap and water again. It's just not cutting it with this damn thing. Reality check. Someone's going to talk about how strong they are, just like Samson. I never get it. They grift like crazy on it. And I know that's the point that you're trying to tell people, that they're leeches. Yes, they are leeches. They're leeches, vipers, sharks, sand bottom eaters, whatever you can call them. That's what they are. I'm not one of them. I'm not grifting. I'm just telling my story as it is. I'm also telling my reactions to some of the stories I'm coming across left and right. And I'm not quite so understanding and learn uncertainty what your point's all about. You want to make fun of the other guy. Is it really fun to be the other bully? You're a bully. You're a bully. You're feeding your own damn ego on your shows. You got another show co-host that's going to be doing the same damn shit. The independents are bullies. They say they're talking about news left and right, fine, but they're also bullies. We're all hypocrites. We're all screwed up human beings. We are not perfect. This was the day that Christianity was supposed to be celebrating as Easter. We're supposed to be celebrating the idea and the ideology of that we're going to be rising up to a better level as soon as we die. I'm not quite sure we're actually going to be able to get to that damn level because the way we're going right now, we might as well just chuck it all in. Maybe God had a point. Maybe God should have been judgmental on us. He just wiped it out and started us from scratch. Not continue the human lines. If he also studied the Old Testament and a few other areas, and not to mention human history in general, we keep trying to survive like cockroaches, either by choice or by design, not by accident. And we struggle to make, and more struggling to make the human species the dominant assholes around here. Thinking we know better. Well, we're not doing so well in our time life, no, are we? Got to put things into context, my friend. Perspective and context and different viewpoints. The one topic you have over here, but everybody else has the different viewpoints around it. You're not getting a total picture unless you think it's your own picture. And you're willing to share it with others and laugh your ass off about it because you think it's all funny. And sometimes it's not so funny, and that's the other message you're trying to tell people. It's not so funny we're dealing with these guys. But you deal with humor like crazy because you think that's funny. No, it just makes you the more belligerent idiot like the other guys. I do take them seriously enough. Just enough to say, bite me. You're going to be confrontational. You laugh at their asses left and right. Just tell them, you got things to lose. I know you do. You have things and people to lose, and it hurts like hell. But you're taking the chance anyway. The only thing I got to lose right now is my dog. And if I lose her, when I lose her, other things won't matter as much, will they? Unless I put some stock into them. They can say, well, we'll take away your freedom. Well, I'm dealing with the nightmares of my own past. What else can you say or do? We'll take away your life. Well, then I got to deal with God on His own terms and Jesus. And know that I probably have not, in any way, shape, or form, have done whatever they wanted me to do. Because if I have done it, I don't recognize it. I'm a hypocrite. I know that. I'm a fool. I'm an idiot. But the one thing I try not to do is insult anybody else's religion in any way, shape, or form. And that includes insulting the Almighty. But every time I keep calling myself a fool and idiot, I insult Him. Because He didn't create a fool and idiot. But I had to recreate my own little identity on that one. And maybe pissing God off on that one. It may be so, and I still have to reconcile it with Him. I don't attack anybody else's faith. But I also don't like the other vipers saying that you can't question God about this or you can't say that because you're not absolutely faithful. You have to be absolutely faithful. It has to be one way, it has to be the other way. And you know what I call that? Star Trek Borg mentality. Jess, why did God give us free will? Why did He install it into our own spiritual makeup? Into our own spiritual matrix, if you'd like, or the DNA? So out of phase with our own reality that we can't even see the damn strands. We could try testing out our own physiological strands of this mortality of ours in this physical realm. But when it comes down for our own moral behaviors, coded into us, even the things we keep learning that are changing our own matrix, our own makeups, we can't see the energetic dynamics going on. We can't see the programming. We guess. We're not guessing hard enough. We're not doing hard enough. I do a hell of a lot of soul searching. I do a lot of asking questions about this. I'm wondering how your soul is, my friend. Yeah, I happen to use that two words, my friend. We don't know each other very well. I've been keeping track of your stuff that you've been posting. I haven't been listening to your podcast, though. I have not. I'm not that much of a heavy duty listener when it comes down for that. I prefer to visual myself. I can listen to that. And then every time you keep posting something on the internet from this one source for a few seconds, another source, I gotta backtrack your ass. I gotta research to see if you got this shit down or not. You keep going to right wing media watch or something like that. And I got to see where the hell they're getting their shit from because nobody else cross checks each other. Jess, you ever been in college before? And if you had, you do realize that when you're in college, you're writing papers, you have to put footnotes, you have to put works cited, bibliographies out there. You got to track and chart your work. Why don't you start doing that shit already? Hell, Bo the Fifth Column is one of your idiots out there. He admires everybody else, I think. He's getting his videos shorter and shorter. He can't even keep track of the shit he keeps talking about at the time. He thinks he's a guru of everything. He takes a little bit of here and a little bit there, but he doesn't follow through. If he's a college graduate, or actually college, ever been through college, yeah, I don't know better. I'm 58 years old. I'm going through a community college for the second time already. I've been through a few schools in my lifetime. Trust me, this shit's important when you're doing background research. Because if someone else is going to be doing research off of your crap, they'd rather find out where the hell you're getting your information from. And so on and so forth. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. We piggyback off of each other of what we know. We tag and we go forward. With that being said, let the pastor be an idiot as he is. He thinks he knows God. His boomerangs are going to be tossed right back at him, I swear. I'm not the one tossing him. He's doing it. I'm just observing and reporting. That's all I can do. I'm not pushing people. I'm not shoving people into the situation. Unlike I've seen other people do. I don't like you very much, Jess. At least some of those nut jobs anyway, because you push too many buttons. And you feed off of it like a piranha. Or a bottom feeder. But you got to make your money one way or another. I'm not making any monies off of my videos. I'm not. Not one damn cent. I don't want it. I'm saying what I got. I'm saying it with whatever kind of material I've got, and that's it. I'm not asking for handouts. I don't want handouts. I'm not demanding fealty either. But just to keep Facebook happy, actually not Facebook, keep YouTube happy, I have to keep liking people and asking for this subscription here. I don't know why. But YouTube seems to be having a problem every time somebody's stagnating left and right, so it has conniption fits over the damn thing. That's management and algorithms for you. I don't want that either. But I have to deal with the schmuck I have to deal with. With that, my blathering is concluded for this particular video. And if your wife is laughing her ass off at this point, good.